welcome to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm here with a pick a card reading for you. Welcome to my returning subscribers as always. Thank you guys so much for all of your beautiful, kind comments. Be sure to check your notification bell if you have left me comments in the recent past, in this last month or so, because I'm waiting to hear back from my most recent winner of the free tarot reading. So be sure to check your notifications, and I'm going to be drawing another name as well just to keep the momentum going. So be sure to drop your comments below as well if you're interested in a free tarot reading from me. I would love to read for you. I do offer this as a thank you for my subscribers. So if you're new to the channel, we would love to have you join our soul family. I would love to read for you as well. So be sure to join our soul family, subscribe to the channel, hit your notification bell, and drop your comment below for your chance to win a free tarot reading from me. I will notify you if you are the winner via the comment section, but I give you very clear indications on how to reach out to me via one of my links below. Be sure not to get roped into anybody posing as the Tarot Cottage here on Instagram or here on YouTube. There are a lot of people that make their rounds and pretend to be different tarot readers, and they send solicited or unsolicited DMs. I never do that, so be sure to protect yourself from people posing as the Tarot Cottage. I would hate to see anybody get scammed. Now, for today's pick a card topic, we're actually looking at someone who is secretly obsessed with you. So who secretly has a crush on you? Who is secretly watching you? Who is secretly obsessed with you? What are some of their thoughts? We do have 3 piles to choose from today. Pile number 1 here with the ethereal, the empress, and the snake. Pile number 2 with the star and the rose. Pile number 3 with the page of pentacles and the skull. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be messages waiting today. And I'm going to be starting with pile number 1. Again, today's topic is all about who is secretly obsessed with you, who secretly has a crush on you. Pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. You are drawn to the Empress energy, and this is your reading. You are also drawn to this little snake symbol as well. Now, with the Empress, you can see she's a beautiful mermaid. She's got a heart in her hand. She's very almost dangerous looking. So this person that is secretly obsessed with you is being almost lulled by your energy or tempted by your energy. They do feel like you have the capacity to hurt them or have the capacity to either make them feel really, really happy or make them feel very, very miserable. There's a sense of fear associated with their feelings towards you as well. So let's take a look here. We cannot deny as well with the Empress energy that she is the most abundant in the tarot deck. She represents everything beautiful about the divine feminine. You don't have to be the divine feminine. It's all about energy, but it's just the amount of abundance that they associate with you and how the version of themselves that they could tap into in being with you, that they could tap into more abundance than they have, at least currently in the present moment. So who is secretly obsessed with pile number 1, please? And the ethereal, the fact that she's called the ethereal, it's like you're almost this heavenly fantasy in some way too. But it makes them feel very vulnerable. Ace of Cups coming out for you first. 4 of Wands. Who is secretly obsessed with pile number 1, please? We have the Page of Wands and we have the Knight of Swords coming out together. So we're going to pair those together. Who is secretly obsessed with pile number 1? The 10 of Wands. The 5 of Wands in the reverse position. Back of the deck we have the Ace of Swords. They're also showing me the 9 of Pentacles. And this is like the reality of the attraction, the physical attraction. This person is very, very physically attracted to you. They may not even know you very well. They're just so struck by your beauty or how attractive you are in the present moment. There's an emphasis on like reality of you being way out of their league. They definitely don't think that they are within your league at this moment. And I do feel like they have been watching you for some time or been curious about you for some time, because they're almost, first of all, I don't feel impatience coming from them because they like looking at you. They like taking their time in this exploration. It's almost like I lose time staring. It's like I just get lost in thought. I lose my train of thought. So this person has been feeling this way for quite a while. And I will say here too, they could be jumping to conclusions when it comes to the fact that they think you're too good for them, that you may not feel that way. You may feel like you would go into this connection, that you would be very attracted as well, but it's just the amount that they're obsessed with you. And this is a reading where we're focused on who is secretly obsessed with you. And you were drawn to the snake as well, and the snake is all curled up and it's at attention. So there's a feeling of trying to guard this attraction. It's like, I like the way it makes me feel. It also scares me. There's like an exhilaration associated with their obsession. We have the Page of Swords. Now, you could have worked with this person or gone to school with them, but this could have been a past energy. And I feel like they watch you, and I feel like they watch your online content, but I feel like you might see this person in the 3D as well. It's like they're waiting for the perfect moment. Waiting for the perfect moment. And they have intentions of speaking out. I will say this too. This person doesn't have the intention of keeping this hidden. They do have goals here. I feel like they're a bit of a procrastinator because they're afraid of you rejecting them. They're afraid of you crushing that heart. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Ace of Wands. We even have the Page of Cups in the reverse position, coming in to support the Four of Wands. This person considers that they would feel like they were on top of the world if the two of you could start dating, if the two of you could be together. It represents victory. You represent a rival. You're like a trophy to this person in this present moment. And I will say they feel very young, or they feel like they don't have a lot of experience. And that's why they're almost dependent upon their old habits, especially when it comes to overthinking and insecurity. When it comes to you, you make this person really, really nervous when you're in their presence. They could be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and this could be the type of person too that tries to make jokes around you or tries to make you laugh. And I think they like your laugh. I think they've made you laugh in the past and they like the sound of it. And so if it worked once, they're going to try to do it again. I also feel like this person has like written a text towards you that they wanted to send, or they have a to-do list when it comes to what they want. They want a fair shot, but they don't want to cause any drama in the environment that they know you in. So it's like a delicate situation that they feel like they have to handle when it comes to approaching you. Because right this moment, they are jumping, again, they keep jumping to a conclusion, and it's making them defensive about taking the action they really want to take. And the conclusion that they're jumping to is that you may not be interested, or it's going to cause drama for you, and they don't want to create drama in the environment. They don't want to create they don't want to create awkwardness. We have the Eight of Cups. And they're also very, they're acknowledging that if they don't act, eventually you're just going to not be around. You're just not going to be there or be available to them. So they are not currently very satisfied with the nature of your relationship. And I feel like the longer they know you, the more they want you, the more that they get influenced by these passionate thoughts about you. Here's the Page of Pentacles. There is an emphasis on Aquarius. There's an emphasis on online. So you could be communicating online, or again, I don't feel like you specifically know them from the online world, but you could have exchanged information. They could be watching like your Instagram or something like that. And they keep waiting to see, it's like they keep waiting to gather more information about you and about your life and about your availability and about whether or not you would be interested. And I feel like they keep trying to have conversations with you to fill in the gaps there. If they don't know what's going on in your personal life, for instance, or how you're feeling about them, they're waiting for the perfect moment. We have the Two of Cups because they want to have a relationship with you. And to be honest with you, if I was fair, I would say this person and the two of you, if they can push through this obstacle, you may be very interested. This could be a very mutual attraction. This could actually lead to the outcome that they hope for, because they plan on coming forward with an offer. They may be waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect opportunity to launch, but they plan on coming forward with an offer. And this person wants to be in a relationship with you. We have the Six of Cups here. We also have the Knight of Pentacles. And they're crushing so hard because they put you on such a pedestal. They feel like it's like a wishing well. Like it's beyond their grasp in this moment, or you're out of their league. You're the star of Aquarius. They wish upon you, but they can't quite get to you. They're so close, and yet they feel so far away from achieving what they want. They might consider you, or you might consider them a friend, perhaps even a close friend. It does feel like you could have met them again in school or in the work realm, or like in a practical environment like that, because this was not the intention of experiencing this attraction in this environment. And there's the Empress, because that's what you represent. You represent the Empress. And I feel like if this moves into a relationship in the future, it's because of you. It's because you've allowed it. And that's kind of what their emphasis is that the only way we move forward is if you give the green light, which of course is the way it needs to be. Who is secretly obsessed? But they're holding that key, and it's such a heavy weight for them. We have the Vine, seeking out information that will help you. It feels like this is like the type of person that's kind of always lingering around you, or it's like they're always hanging around. If you're in the work realm, they're just always in the vicinity. Looking for every opportunity to talk to you as well. This person would try to, and I feel like they would get visibly shaken up when they talk to you. Like I feel like they go red in the face, or they blush, or there's just something like a physical aspect when they talk to you. We have great worry over nothing. They want to express themselves to you, and someone's acting stupidly because they should just say how they feel. They've been delaying for way too long. Spirit says this could be a very mutual attraction here. It says here, news of a birth or new business opportunity, the Stork, and someone who has been waiting. Because in their mind, it's like unrealistic, but it's not. It's not unrealistic. We have here increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. And we do have Bear, danger, especially in money matters. I do think of the Queen of Swords. Again, you could be in Aquarius energy, but they're speaking about boundaries having to be crossed, and it feels like it could be within the work realm. You can take that message as it relates to your understanding, however, but they are feeling like they would have to cross boundaries or something in order to create solutions. Again, it feels like they're worrying over nothing, because this could result in an opportunity towards a new relationship for you, because they do have intentions of speaking out. They do have the intentions of making this to-do list when it comes to your relationship and asking you out on some type of date, even just starting the process. Who is secretly crushing, please, on pile number 1? We have here Mars energy, anger, conflict, and softening to love. The Great Severing. We also have here the Void, stop, embrace winter, and the Great Cosmic Wound. I just feel like they are stuck in the void right now, because they just don't have a lot of confidence. They are jumping to conclusions about this, but they're stuck in this void, and they're dreaming up the next chapter. In this moment, we have this great severing, so this feeling of separation, but the truth is I don't feel a separation here for the majority of the collective. So take these messages as they resonate, but I feel like there's an emotional separation, an emotional, and a separation between truth and actual understanding, and their perception and their subjective opinion of what's going on, how you feel, and what the possibilities are here. We have water your garden on the back of the deck, nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. And I feel like honestly that's what this person needs to do. They need to infuse themselves with more confidence so that they have the courage to step forward towards you now. Now let's get some messages from the Honest Love Tarot. What are some of the obsessive thoughts, the secret thoughts that they're having towards pile number 1, please? Person that is secretly crushing and obsessed. It says, do you even want me? I ruin everything I touch. Do you even want me back? I ruin everything I touch. So somebody who is in a self-deprecation, who is confused about how you feel, doesn't feel very confident about themselves, I feel like the type to make self-deprecating jokes too. This could be the type of person that would joke around about themselves. I can't see past my own fears. I still haven't made up my mind, the Knight of Swords, but I heart you. King of Cups. This is a very sensitive person. They could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Pisces specifically, I'm feeling right now. Just a very sensitive person, tries to put on a big front. And I just heard like a teddy bear of a person. So please take that as it resonates. That's for someone specific. We have here, you feel so far away, the Star. And yet you're not unattainable. They wonder if you are. I wish that I had told you the truth. But I have too many responsibilities right now here. You've taught me so much. So they do feel like they are focused on the work realm, or there is an emphasis on what they're building for themselves in the present moment. But mostly with this Ten of Wands, I feel the weight of the unknown. That's what they're unsure of. They're unsure of whether or not this beautiful person is going to be able to crush that heart or has the capacity to crush their spirit or crush their heart. We have here, let go of control issues and allow this situation to unfold naturally. And the truth is, Pile 1, I do feel a momentum here with this person. I'm going to try to get a time frame for you, but I do feel like this person's intentions are real. And I feel like they might get the courage at some point very soon to communicate how they feel and offer you something. Now, it is an offering, and the Divine Feminine gets the chance to decide if she wants to initiate something new here, but this could lead to something more. We have very soon, clearly deciding what I want so that it comes to me now, and we have loving yourself first, because your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Now, this is a message, I feel like, concerning the person that is crushing on you or is obsessed with you, because it's going to be their self-love, their confidence that is the projector that's going to give them the courage to take this to-do list and turn it into a reality. Let's get a charm bowl for pile number 1. Their last thought, their last secret thought, the person obsessed with pile 1, what was the last thought they had? Well, I've missed the bowl. This is why I didn't make the basketball team when I was in public school. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Two of Cups reversed. Their last thought was about an offering, about communication. They felt like they stuck their foot in their mouth, or they sounded stupid or something the last time they talked to you. And so they thought that the last time they spoke with you, you seemed disinterested in them, or they assumed you're disinterested because they sounded dumb when they talked to you. But again, they're jumping to conclusions. They're just a nervous Nelly, is what I'm hearing, a nervous person around you. We've got big charms today. In the bowl today, we have Sophia Petrillo from the Golden Girls. I always think about like the past and somebody who's wise and telling stories of, like, picture it, Sicily, 1977. So someone here who is relying on past memories or observations to apply to themselves today. Maybe even someone a little bit, like, I'm just picturing her as this little shorter in stature. This could be representing Divine Feminine energy. We have here, who loves soup? It's a button that somebody made for me, a friend made for me years ago, because I was on a soup diet. So they made me buttons that said, who loves soup? And so that could be significant for you in some way. There could be a joke surrounding that for you. We have the Six of Pentacles. I do think of the work realm or a karmic realm as well. The letter A. They're also talking about reaping what we sow with the Six of Pentacles. It's like if they put the effort in, they will not be disappointed. We have here, you are my sunshine. And there's the fairy. It's like something that's unattainable, something that they're not sure they can catch. We also have the butterfly of transformation. Just making sure there's nothing underneath it. All right, pile number 1, that's what I have for you today. Hope it resonates with you. If it did, please drop your comment below so we can get words of encouragement back to you. Be sure to drop your notification, hit your notification bell if you would like to be entered for your chance to win a free reading with me. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading, and I do update that shop on weekdays, so keep checking back. But I hope you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hello, pile number 2. You are drawn to the little rose. You are also drawn to the beautiful star energy, and this is your reading. Who is secretly obsessed with you? What are some of their secret thoughts? And can you expect any action in the future? We're going to ask that question as well of Spirit. Now, you can see here that it looks like Medusa with her hair all in snakes. There's a lot of temptation surrounding that, but there's also a feeling of being unworthy. And I think of it, Medusa turning unworthy men to stone. And then we have this cup that almost looks like, well, it's a skull cup. So it talks about poison and not drinking poison. Maybe there's something dangerous about their attraction to you. And they are crushing on you so hard because there's a gazing energy with the star and wishing upon you. There's also a message about connectivity and the internet. So they could be watching you online and your online activity as well. I just paused you for a moment to light your candle back up. But for pile number 2, please, who is secretly obsessed? Who is secretly crushing on pile number 2? What are some of their secret thoughts? 6 of Cups. The 6 of Pentacles. This, I don't know if you've seen Wayne's World. I'm sure you have. I'm just seeing them like bowing down saying, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. 7 of Cups. You feel far away from this person. And they are watching you. And they feel like they've learned a lot of lessons from this situation. I feel like you could have gone to high school with this person. In fact, you could have, for someone watching, you could have gone to public school and high school with this person. 3 of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords. The back of deck is the 6 of Wands. We also have the Page of Pentacles. We have the 6 of Cups, the 6 of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands. This is like a very strong collaboration, I feel, or at least it felt that way to this person. You feel very far away in this moment, and they're also giving me this message with this person that's obsessed with you of like an old obsession. Like this is a very old obsession, and it almost makes them feel like a shadow person of their former self. Like they go into shadow, they go into the past to reflect about this connection. So you could be in separation from this person at this time. They really feel like there was an opportunity and they missed the opportunity. And now they feel like they're kind of facing the consequences of that action. And they try to stay like optimistic about the future, or they try to stay optimistic here about potential, but in the moment, they're almost confused about why they dropped the ball in the past. And they're very nostalgic when it comes to you. You may have considered this person a friend if you went to school with them. And they just really put you up on that pedestal. I feel like in the past, they felt very unworthy. I don't think they feel unworthy anymore. I feel like at this point in time, they understand that like there's growth, there's awareness, there's age that has come about with them. So they don't necessarily feel unworthy, but they can pinpoint why they didn't take action in the past because they felt like they weren't enough. They've learned a lesson here. We have the Knight of Wands. And there was a point in their, I was going to say childhood even, like in their youth, in the past, in the very least in this connection, there was a point when their attraction to you was telling them something. It's like there was always something special about you. There was always something about your connection that was important, your friendship that was important. It was telling them something, but they didn't have the wherewithal or they weren't equipped with the ability to listen to that message. And it's only now in hindsight that they're going back to the past, and these little moments between the two of you, these little moments of connection, these conversations where they're like, oh my God, that was such a sign. Oh my God, why didn't I see that sign? Like they're just they're confused why they didn't see it sooner. They're confused why they've gone through this gamut of confusion, and they've gone through the process of trying to figure out why they stopped themselves. And they understand now. 10 of Cups. They understand. Now, they are If they're watching you, they could have privy information about you and about opportunity with you. And they're talking here about moving into a place of confidence or moving into a place that would look like victory for you or for them. There could be marriages or commitment cycles that you have invested in the past, or they have at this point in time as well. And it's through those experiences that they feel like they've been able to tap into the truth of this connection. It's like through the contrast, through the experiences, through growing up and experiencing love and all of those things. That's where the confusion lifted with your connection. So it's very intentional, very purposeful. We have the Hierophant. We have the Sun. And they do go online to seek out a little bit more information about you. I feel like the intention to go online to seek out information about you was to strengthen their resolve. But I feel like some of what they have seen online or something about where you've moved through life or where you're sitting in life right now, it tests their strength now instead. Because they have information now, but they don't have the information they want. They know maybe what you're up to. Maybe they know about your commitment cycles. Maybe they know what you're doing for a career in this moment. But they still feel limited from being able to step forward in this moment. We have at least not now, Temperance energy. We have the Hanged Man and the Two of Wands. Now, the truth is that I don't even know that they're feeling like it's possible in the present moment because of current situations, the climate of things. They don't know that it's possible for more at this time. They still have this desire to reach out to you because they still have the desire to eliminate confusion. They still have the desire to tell you about how special you are and about how much you've influenced their life. They still have that desire. And they want to hear your perspective. They really are interested in seeing your perspective or understanding what you were experiencing in the past. They also want to let you know that they recognize what they missed out on, and they want to let you know in the future, but they know now's not the time, that their own fear held them back. I feel like they're hoping that you'll join them in that conversation and you'll also say, you know, I held back as well. That's their intention, their hope. But I feel like they would settle for what they would consider closure in this connection. We have palm tree, stability, security, flexibility, and growth. And they've built themselves a new island, or you've built yourself a new island. And I'm getting this message of no man being an island, and I'm getting the impression of like, there's a part of them that almost feels guilty that they didn't wait or that they didn't save themselves for this connection in some way. But I feel like there could be commitment cycles here. But we have here Cupid's arrow, having faith, love is coming, surprise, invitation, a meeting but hesitation, and keys on the ring, many options, decisions, stringing along, one night stand. So they could have fantasies about that now. I feel that they have intentions of communicating with you, but I feel like they know that now is not the time to approach, or they feel like it would create too much drama or complications. In this moment, it's like they've surrendered to the idea that I have to wait. I have to just plan this in my fantasy. I have to just think about this and ruminate about it. I can't hold on too tight to being able to execute the plan at this time because it feels like it's contingent on maybe your commitment cycle or you moving through into freedom in some way. So it's like they're waiting to initiate clarity until there's some type of shift or change in your situation or their situation. I just saw Courageous Peony, loosening your grip. Who's secretly obsessed, please? The Golden Children, inner child tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. We started with the Six of Cups, but then we have the Six of Cups supported by the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is really a restless, impulsive, it's like the awakening, the sexual awakening with the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands. So it feels like there was innocence here and a rare gift of connection in youth. But youth can be wasted on the young. And so they didn't have the awareness or the experience to recognize this awakening at the time. And I just saw the Set and Star Sisters referencing the tapestry of life. And forge, don't follow. Pave a new path and be the leader you wish you had. That, I feel like, is what they learned here. And I feel like they know that they're going to have to push through something or forge through fire in order to create change. But I do feel like they do have intentions of reaching out to you, and we're going to check into that in a moment. We have star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, but looking a little bit deeper. And we are referencing for this topic today about who's secretly obsessed with you. So they do have to keep their feelings for you under wraps at this time. You have empathetic starseed, energy sovereignty, absorbing what is not yours on the back of the deck. What are some of their current thoughts, please? Their secret thoughts. This person that is secretly obsessed with pile number 2. I miss you. Do you miss me too? They do long for some type of reunion, but they feel like it would be very impulsive and almost selfish to come forward at this time. And it's like the opposite of their intuition that encourages that impulsivity. We have, you are my everything, but I need more time. And you have so many choices and options. This is like the 6 of Pentacles. They are referencing perhaps karmic relationships or you having other options. Happiness is my priority. So they're trying to focus on foundations in this present moment. Oops. Ooh. And it says, reach out, but I want you to choose. It's like, I would reach out now if I knew you had the green light, but I want you to choose. I can't reach out until I get the green light. I want to reach out, but it would be easier if you would be the one to reach out. But of course it's like that with everything, isn't it? I just want you all the time. So a mounting attraction, but they can't. It says no. There is someone else. So there could be third party for you or for them at this present moment. You have new love has stirred your romantic feelings. So they feel like you have moved forward. Perhaps they have moved on into a third party as well. But it doesn't ignore or eradicate the influence that you have created for them in this moment. We have children being a factor. And again, there's an emphasis on children and childhood. So you could have come of age with this person. They are holding back. It says you deserve love. You are lovable, but they do feel like they have to hold back from a reconciliation, but they do have a desire. Someone from your past wants to return to your life. So this person that is secretly obsessed with you, pile 2, is someone from your past, someone who wants a reunion, someone you may have gone to school with. We have throne, holding a position of authority. That could be one of the reasons why they don't step forward. Ooh, we have a need of help, assistance. We have arrow. You're on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. We have firecracker, excitement. And we do have financial pinch, great passion coming through as well. This person almost thinks that you were the one, or they sometimes wonder if they missed that chance or missed that boat, but they feel like you were the one. We have compliments from an admirer, the bouquet, coming through here. And deep down, they do wish that they could have a renewal of romance with you. Now let's ask what their intentions are. Are they going to reach out to pile number 2? Will they make themselves known? I feel like now is not the time for them to reach out. Pile 2, I think they have intentions to do so, but they're watching and waiting for the perfect moment. They are kind of, I almost feel like they're in it for the long haul when it comes to that watch and preparatory phase, because they're waiting for the perfect moment to launch. And they know that now is not the time, which is why they're sort of perhaps keeping you waiting, because something is in the balance. Could be the 10 of Pentacles, the Tower. So they continue to watch from far away, I feel, crushing on you every step of the way. And it is a burden, I will say. 10 of Wands, back of deck, burden on their shoulders. And let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 2. What was the last thought they had about pile number 2 in the bowl, please? Emperor reversed. Fear. The last thought they had was surrounding their fear, their unreadiness. They were thinking about you. They were watching you perhaps online that could have spurred the thoughts surrounding you as well. And they were wondering why it all happened. Why did I meet you if it all went to waste? Or it's like they weren't feeling very confident. That's why the Emperor is reversed. They were just wondering why it felt like a big waste, or it felt like a vulnerable moment where they were acknowledging that they don't know why all of this came about. If you are someone who is supposed to be around them or someone who influences them so heavily, then why did all of this happen? That's coming from their ego. It's like they're having a fear. Oh, it stuck to my finger. The letter L, D, and U. We do have Virgo energy and divine goddess energy with the star. You could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. We have here the honeybee, so I do think of self-sacrifice because of an environment that I'm in and sweet results that await us there. We also have the butterfly of transformation. Pile number 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates with you, and if it does, please drop your comment below for a chance to win a reading with me, and be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can notify you if you're chosen the winner. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading, and I do update that shop on weekdays, so keep checking back. But I hope that you have a beautiful day and you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage. Hello, pile number 3. You are drawn to the skull. You're also drawn to the Terror of Crystals, the Page of Pentacles, and this is your reading. Who is secretly obsessed with you? Will they take action? We're going to look at their current feelings as well. Now you can see this woman, she looks very tempting. Page of Pentacles, tempted to reach out to you, tempted to speak to you, tempted to offer you something. There's just something perhaps very intimidating about you a little bit as well. She's holding on to this big, huge crystal. So they have crystal clear intentions about what they want. She even looks like she's drooling. So they have crystal clear intentions about what they actually want. But with the skull that you're being drawn to, there could be a reality about their fear, their ability to push through some of those crystal clear intentions as well, because they feel very intimidated by this beautiful queen. So let's take a look here. Pile number 3, who is secretly obsessed with pile number 3, please? We have the 2 of Pentacles. And they keep going back and forth because I see somebody on a swing, just going back and forth, maybe arguing with themselves, taking their time and making a decision about that opportunity that they want to bring forward. We have the Page of Swords. And what would a message about obsession and focus be without the Page of Swords, who is gathering information, who is watching you? We have the Death energy. You were drawn to the skull as well in association with your choice here, pile 3. And this is highlighting the opportunity in the present moment of hesitating to change things into an opportunity with you. Magician. The Chariot. Back of the deck, we have the 10 of Wands. And they're just so anxious about what's going to happen in the future because they want more. There's the Hierophant, the Moon. Oh my goodness. This person has a mounting attraction that keeps growing for you. We have so much energy on the board. We have Taurus, we have Scorpio, we have Cancer. There's just so much energy here in connection to you. So let's get a different deck here to clarify as we go. Who is secretly obsessed, please, with pile number 3? We have the 5 of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune. It's sort of coming in sideways. We're going to put it upright just for ease of execution. 6 of Swords coming out with that, but we're going to put that back in the deck. So there's like an unfinished cycle here, and part of the unfinished cycle is the fact that they haven't faced their fears and they haven't come forward to speak to you about this. And they're trying to micromanage something when it comes to this attraction. And there's an emphasis on like an institution of some kind associated with their connection with you. So this person could be in your work realm or in your school realm, perhaps. I also include things like, you know, the bank and the gym and things like that, where we go out and there's a bunch of other people. The courthouse, for instance. Just an institution that they you would have caught their eye. And I feel like they get opportunity to watch you a lot. So this could be the work realm. We have the Page of Wands. And to be honest with you, I feel like they're kind of putting themselves in a negative mindset about this because they are unnecessarily fearful, I feel. Here with the Page of Wands, they're playing me this sad violin of wanting. It's like wishing that I could take advantage of the situation, but feeling like I cannot. We have the Devil. Now, this could represent a lot of different scenarios, so please take the messages as they resonate, because I am reading for the collective. For someone, this person that's watching you in the work realm, they can't come towards you because they are attached. Or this attachment to the Devil can represent a physical attachment, or it can represent just an emotional or spiritual connection to like pain or worry or fear. But there could be actual practical things that we could lose, which is why they keep masks on, because they're being emotionally pulled in different directions. But you represent excitement. You represent like a lot of an exciting opportunity. We have the Knight of Cups. They definitely could be a water sign here. We have here the Judgment, and we have the Moon. And you can see with the Moon, they're wearing masks. We've got all of those mushrooms underneath, so they've perhaps been holding on to this feeling for quite a while, wanting to take a deep dive into this attraction. And I feel like they've made plans to clarify with you, and they've stalled out. It's like they've made plans to speak to you or to tell you how they feel, but then each time they just stop themselves from taking on that action. And I feel like they're really afraid of where that path leads them. Because for some, here's the Eight of Cups, for some, this could mean that they have to walk away from something that's holding them back in order to achieve their goal with you. And that's why they're holding space here, but they're kind of regretful because they don't know how, when, or if they're going to be able to execute that change. That is their intention. That is their intention. They want more. But it's like we have to take all of the steps in order to achieve that goal. And they have to be vulnerable in order to achieve that goal and face the changes in their life and face the unknown when it comes to you. So they just spend a lot of time judging their own situation pretty harshly and judging themselves pretty harshly, and that's stopping them from, it's creating the hesitation for them to fuel their thirst. But for some reason they feel like they can't quench their thirst here. They're very sad about it because they don't think it's logical to approach it this time. Again, that could be the ego telling them that it's not logical. That could be their own attachment saying it's not practical in the present moment. I feel like it feels dangerous and exciting because this Hierophant stands in the way. And if they walk through this doorway with you, this person thinks that it's going to create major change in their life. Yeah, it says you need to defend yourself against this attraction. We have the Dragon, beware of self-delusion. And birth or conception of a child or enterprise. So they do think about this in a very real way, but then in order to defend themselves against the actual vulnerability that would be required to create change here, they tell themselves they're just deluded. They tell themselves it's not possible. When the truth is that they just may not be ready to lower their guard, do what has to be done in order to achieve the birth of this enterprise, the birth of this new beginning. We have here trying to be shrewd and resourceful, especially in business, the Fox. That does give me reference towards the work realm as well, Pal 3. Somebody who's trying to be logical. This could be somebody who is actually a leader in the work realm. So they could be a superior. They may not be your superior, but they could have a position that leads others in some way. We have here honor and respect will come to you. But we have broken ring and new job or career. So I feel like the broken ring is not just about them losing out on their career or respect in their environment. It's also about breaking a commitment cycle, having to face major change in major areas of their life if they did decides to come towards you. We do have hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. And ultimately, you are the vacation. Pay attention to your work as well. They use their attraction to you as a distraction. They go towards it when they're feeling stress. They use it to give themselves, to pump themselves full of like better endorphins and positive endorphins. They're just very, very hesitant to create the death cycle here. But they're very sad about it too. They feel like they're just watching exciting things go by, and they feel very sort of humdrum or unexcited in their own realm. We have here avoiding, not dealing, avoiding a conversation because of boundaries. So it's like they know that they want more, but they know that there's no opportunity to move through this cycle right now, or they're not capable of it. Replaying an outdated events over and over in my mind, the cassette. And this feels like more of an old school person. I think that this person, it could even be significantly older than you. It's like I kept hearing the term sex kitten, actually. So you could be like the kitten, and they consider themselves much older, more experienced than you. They're kind of old school. They are not showing their hand of cards. They're being strategic, taking a gamble, taking a risk when it comes to you. And we have here, I need time, takes time, time to heal in progress. The truth is that on the other side of this, it says I'm not enough. I'm frustrated in my relationships. I have a lack of confidence. So I sometimes self-sabotage with my fear and ego issues, and I get very jealous when it comes to you. So even though they know that now is not the time, the truth is that they're using excuses why now is not the time. And the real crux of that message is that they aren't coming forward at this moment because they just don't feel like they match up or they are enough for this opportunity. Let's get some messages here. What are they currently thinking about this person that is obsessed with pile number 3? I'm weighing out my options. 2 of Pentacles. I'm not ready to share. King of Pentacles. I want my cake and eat it too. They get jealous when it comes to you as well. The truth came after, and that was coming in the reversal. I feel like the reality of their situation would hit them hard if they were to walk through that gateway and approach you at this time. I wish I believed in me like you do. Queen of Wands. Someone that has boosted their ego in the past, so you've boosted their ego for them. Maybe just in the way that you've encouraged them in the work realm, perhaps. They want to line up with your energy. It's like lining up with your energy would be a great way for them to feel justified and feel good about themselves. You reflect this emerging idea of passion, creativity, and initiation, but they feel like you deserve someone better than them. And this Knight of Pentacles really brings reference to their position and sort of the distraction that you represent in that environment. It says, I'm still holding on to this attraction. It's not going anywhere, but this could also affect their opinion of things, could affect the momentum of what could happen in the future. And we're going to take a look at that in a moment. Who is secretly obsessed, please? It's like they're putting a pin in this opportunity. They want to save it for later. They don't want it to go anywhere. They don't want the fantasy to go anywhere. We have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type or your expectations. They didn't expect this to happen. You are out of their league, or you're not exactly their original type, because I feel like there could be an age gap here. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from other people. And then we have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. I've often said I don't like the bottom half of that message. This unrequited energy, they may tell themselves it's a delusion. They may tell themselves, that's how they defend themselves against taking action, is they tell themselves that, well, I'm just deluded. It's like they tell themselves they're just acting like a crazy person. But only you, if they came forward with that offer, would be able to either correct them in that or really reestablish the fact that that is true and that this is a one-sided attraction. Now let's ask Spirit about the future of this connection. Will this person make themselves known to pile number 3, please? We have the Hermit, Virgo energy. With the curled shell, I think about the High Priestess and sitting upon information we know to be true about their position and about like the way that it is. I just heard it is what it is. They know that they're going to have to increase their efforts to achieve their goal, but we do have the 9 of Wands and then we do have the 5 of Wands. I feel like they're going to hold themselves back because of their position. I do keep hearing that song, these boots are made for walking. That's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are going to walk all over you. Like they keep saying, I'm going to do it eventually. One of these days, but I still feel them holding back in the future because they are anxious about competition, because they're anxious about, honestly, I feel like drama coming in as well. So I feel like they're going to hold back and I feel like they're going to continue to fantasize and obsess about you, pile 3. Let's get a charm bowl for pile number 3, please. The last thought that they had about pile 3 in the bowl. Oh, the Hierophant. Position, institutions like education, government, marriage, the work realm. It's like a position of authority too. I always think about somebody who has a lot of good advice. 5 of Wands. So the last thought they were having was about your positions and about the challenges. They were feeling kind of restless, feeling kind of jealous actually in these thoughts coming through. And there's the 9 of Wands, holding back yet holding on. There's a Temperance energy of like now not being the time. So they were really thinking about the positions, they were thinking about the attraction, but then they ended up holding back. Because every time we have a thought, it's supposed to ignite an intention. It's supposed to ignite action in some way. But they didn't let it get that far. In the bowl, we have the letter K. We have me versus me. And we do have the infant Jesus of Prague. I do think of Catholicism. Could be children as a factor as well, or somebody using children as a factor. We do have here Pisces for the divine feminine. We also have here the fish. I think of Pisces as well, and no matter where. We also have the black whale tail. So when I think of the whale, I think of expression. The black whale says that they may not express themselves to you, at least not in the next chapter of this experience. At least not in the near future. All right, pile number 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates. If it does, drop your comment below for a chance to win a reading with me. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading, and I do update that shop daily, so keep checking back. But I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day.